Alright, this is round 1 of the World Championships for Shards of Infinity against Mr. Sonny here. And I have a very tough choice right off the bat. The Shadebound Sentry and the Corvus Legionary are two of the best bounce things back to your hand cards in this game. I'm going to take the Corvus. And this Undergrowth Aspirant can set up a lot of big plays, but I'm not sure if I want to commit to Undergrowth on turn 1 when I've already kind of got a different thing going. I am going to take it because I have one left, and then Sonny will have the same choice of Corvus or Shadebound. We'll see what he does with that. I bet you he takes one of them. The Numeri are nice, but I doubt he picks them up round 1 when I already have a Corvus. Alright, I guess he wants to keep them away from me. I'm going to double down on my Corvus strategy here. And then I will remember to do what I've been saying I will do, which is put a thing over this before ending my turn. That way we can watch him play, but he can't possibly information leak what's in my next hand. I'll try to get used to doing that. Now I'll show you what's in my hand. So, oddly enough, I have a Corvus in my hand. And I still have an opportunity for a Shadebound, so I'm just going to try to bounce stuff back to my hand from my discard pile all game over and over again. That is what I'm going to go for. I very much do enjoy bouncing stuff back to my hand, for the record. It looks like this shield, being a little bit tall, is making it try to focus further out from the screen. I'm looking to see if I have a thinner one. Let's see if that makes it focus closer. What you gonna do, Sonny? What you gonna do? Alrighty, so we've got a little bit to work with here. I can hit him a little harder if I just fast play this Fungal Hermit, but really the only thing I need in a deck like this is more champions so I can keep bouncing them back and forth. So let's do that, and then let's see what he does. I think it looked better when I did it on the other side. I'm not particularly worried that Sonny's going to try to information leak me. He's not like that, but I want to get in the habit of doing this correctly. Alright, go Corvus, block that damage. Now I can bounce one of these back to my hand with the Shadebound. So if there's anything here that I actually want to keep forever, and I kind of like both of the Mastery guys, that are quickly going to become really good for me. I have the doubler for power, so the question is, do I want an extra mastery now? And I do. I want that extra mastery right now. Neither one of those cards are overly good. You know what? I'm going to take the bet that this is the hand he has his 8 shield. I won't get any feedback on that until he plays it, but I'm really hoping he has his 8 shield. At least I did the right thing on not giving him an insane amount of buying power. If I'd left that champion in play, he'd have 2 more and have 7, 8 to work with. Alright, I have not seen the shield, so I can still expect the shield to come. Didn't have anything exciting to do with this hand, just play it and send it. There's his 8 shield as predicted. This is kind of a slow growth match. There are 2 things that can happen in a Shards of Infinity slow growth match. Either someone gets a champion storm, or someone pushes for a mastery win. We don't have any real Wraith power in our decks, we don't have any consistent Undergrowth power in our decks. Nothing out here in the center, with the exception of the God Killer, is particularly power heavy. So we're just sort of treading water until the game gets traction. That's the most dangerous kind of game for me, because my skill set as a Shards of Infinity player is in controlling the pace and manipulating the game. And now he's got the big master bounce Wraith. I was really hoping to get my hands on that. It could do a whole lot for me. But what I will do is I will hammer home this mastery game. He's not hitting anything hard enough. I have tons of things to capitalize on mastery. As much as I like that mining drone sometimes, it just doesn't matter to me. He is more than welcome to double down on his own buying power in his deck. And what I'm hoping will happen with a mining drone, if he picks up a card like that just to get it out of the center, is that he'll end up drawing his 8 shield using it at some point. Lose the benefit from all of those shields entirely by cycling into it. Draw and shields are absolute polar opposites, and he already has these Data Heretics and Furrowing Elementals. He's already got draw in his deck, so he's already diluting his shield effectiveness. He has a chance every time he draws those cards to draw the wrong thing and get no use out of the card at all. Now, since the monk has a draw on himself, it's not like it hurt his current hand, it just hurt his overall survivability. I'm not hitting him hard. It's almost certain that I'm going to have to push for a mastery win with this setup. I'm really hoping he leaves me that Fungal Hermit. I haven't looked at my hand myself, but a Fungal Hermit will go very well in my deck right now. See if I can shift this down so you can see what his resources are. Alright, he did not leave me the Fungal Hermit. I don't blame him one bit. And I don't blame him for not keeping it either. He needs to convert into a power deck at some point and try to burn me. I don't have shields in my deck yet. I want them. They will help me make sure I can put this mastery power down. I did really want that Fungal Hermit. With only 3 runes to work with, this is not the hand I wanted. So I have to decide, do I want a Portal Monk, which I will quickly hit the mastery threshold to be able to get some use out of, or do I just want to stash a mining drone in my deck and not do any major changes to things? And I'm a little uncertain on what I want to do with that, actually. I think I will take the mining drone. That way I can dedicate almost all of my energy into this mastery rush. That's what's ultimately going to matter. I flipped him another draw cards effect. You know what? I'm going to just give up on this for this match. Sonny's probably not watching the stream. I hope he's not. Sonny, if you're watching, go away. Or tell me, and I'll be very fastidious about my screen. And now is where the pain starts to come. He is shifting his deck into the correct overdrive. I will get to return one of these constructs since I'm kind of devoting myself to a mastery deck with this slow burn. It would be the Systema, but he didn't even bother to kill it. He knows I had 2 Corvuses in my next 10 cards, so he just sort of gave up on that. Now, there are all sorts of things I can do with that Lashai Knight. The best thing for me to do, since I've committed to what I'm doing, is to fast play it and just get it off of the field so he can't use it consistently and try to knock down his sequence of effects here. So this one definitely has to go. Might as well get that because dealing damage to him does not really fit my overall goal here. Let me bounce over to the Discord real fast while it's between turns, see if there's anything I need to catch up on. Just a lot of questions about people setting up matches. Someone was asking if anyone's streaming, so there we go. Answered that question. And now I have choices here. The best thing about this hand is I can do a lot with it. I am 1 buying power short of hitting this Soul Flare before I shuffle, which is a little on the annoying side. I really wanted to fast play him, but you know what? Maybe I'll be able to... Nah, I probably won't. do I want to shuffle that shield in and just commit to the shield? Because that's what I need in my deck, is a shield. I'm going to do that. I'm going to commit to the shield, then I'm going to draw, then I'm going to mastery, 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 and get rid of what I can to keep his champions from overrunning me, which is not great at this point. The Soul Flayer is the thing that spins the game in his favor. And chances are real high he's going to have plenty of money for it. But does he go for the Grand Architect to keep it away from me? Or does he spin the other direction entirely? Apparently he's debating about it too. Does he have a discard pile? He has a discard pile. He could just fast play the Soul Player for no effect because he doesn't have 10 mastery. Forgot about that. Never mind. Getting the Shard Abstractor and the Soul Flayer away from me just by fast playing them is actually probably his best bet. That's what I would do. He needs to keep me from having any mastery growth. I can't function with a deck like this unless I can hit that 20 mark real fast and start doubling. I don't know if he's going to start trying to kill my constructs yet or not. He can safely leave the Formless out for a little while, but he should really get Systema off the board just to give himself a longer arc for his own build. His own damage build is significantly higher than mine. I just need to outlast. But I do have a 5 shield in this next 6 cards, so I have a good chance of being able to have a solid next turn. It looks like he's going to do exactly what I said. Shard Abstractor, nope, he's going for the damage. So he bought the Epic guy, and then he used it to power up the other guy for a little bit. Alright, the one I need is the Systema. I need to keep this side going fast. What do I have in here that's this way? Please don't be the 5 shield. Please don't be the 5 dang it. See, that's what I mean by draw is the natural enemy of shield. 3 to 6. How much undergrowth does he really have? Just a single card. I'm not overly worried about it being a 6. Let's just keep the primary focus going. I don't care if he heals. He can. Well, he would definitely be able to fast play them together. So the Spore Cleric right now is not what it looks like. It looks like it's 4 health for me versus a mastery, and what it actually is 4 health for me and 3 more damage from the Lashai Knight combo that he's not going to be guaranteed to get. He doesn't care about that health gain, but he certainly wants to power up his cards, and he has money to waste. I really wanted a Corvus in this hand, but given the 3 draw, it wasn't likely, or 4 draw actually, wasn't it? And then for anyone who's interested that's in here, you can join me in voice channel on the Discord if you are interested. I am in the Stoneblade Entertainment room. Let me see if I can grab a link to it. Invite people, hidden, use copy button, alrighty. And let's drop that in the chat. I don't know that that looks like it's actually going to go to the correct Discord server. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. That did not look normal. If somebody tries that and it doesn't work, let me know and I'll get you a better one. But for now, let's take our turn. The Portal Monk is now much better for my deck. Shardwood Guardian I'm not interested in. So I'm either fishing on a 1-cost guy just to try to flip a mastery gain. I'm 1 mastery from doing something really cool. I think at this point I can afford to put a portal in my deck. 1 mastery from the double draw, nothing I can kill. And now we see, can I survive long enough? But I'm definitely going to hit my big power point here. Even if he kills Systema, I can return it with Corvus. It's going to give me the double draw. Then I'm going to start having the power doubler with the Formless. I have no mercenaries in my discard pile, so I will rely upon buying a mercenary depending upon what the Systema draws, I might be able to buy a Grand Architect and return it to my hand, which is what I'm really hoping he doesn't buy away from me. He needed to. Same thing with the Umbral Scourge, though. I can still do it with that. I will hit my draw before anything and see what happens. Thank you. Not sure why Discord doesn't let me send that invite link like it normally does. Maybe I'm just used to always being a special role everywhere. I don't know, Sonny. I would put my money on me at this point. It is going to be a very fast arc now that I'm hitting my power spike. You've been pumping so much money into your deck, though. Alright. Didn't even bother. He needs to burn me before it's done. He knows the Corvus is too powerful to truly ignore. So I have 6 to work with, which is just enough to get the Umbral and the Thorn. The Umbral is the main thing I need. I will willingly add it to my deck, because I'm almost certainly going to hit an Infinity Shard kill here, rather than a power double kill. I have both as options at this point. And power double. Oh look, I got something. Well, let's just burn all of this down. And unfortunately, he has that return a void, so he's probably going to get the Soul Flayer and thin his deck out more. That's really dangerous. That is very, very dangerous for me. Well, good news is I have single draws and then a Corvus, so if he decides to kill any of my things, I can make sure I get it back before the shuffle. And that will be very important, because then the other Corvus will be back in the next couple of hands, ready to do it again. He might be afraid of my cards at this point. He might actually start trying to kill my champions. He's got to know I have a Corvus. He might give me the choice, which one do you want, and kill both of them. I'd go for the throat. I would not stop dealing direct damage to me until the game is over. Just gotta try to hammer it home and hope the arc is long enough. But now he's trying to stall, because his deck does have a really good burn to it. Alright, absolutely going for the Mastery gain. That's the one that most matters to me. Is there anything up here in the center that's useful to me? The Shadow Apostle is, but it's mostly important because I can get rid of some junk before the shuffle. Where is that blaster, or have I already gotten rid of it? Oh, it's in my hand. I don't care about one in my hand, I care more about the discard effect. So let's do this, and this. Hey look, I got the Formless back anyway. Nothing here is worth buying to me, because I risk flipping things that are good for him. There is absolutely no point to do that. Double my dinky little power and get rid of this guy. My dinky little power being doubled is starting to make the power rush look good. I wish I had more than 5 shields in my hand. His next hand could totally do it, and I am not ready yet. I need maybe 2 more hands to actually accomplish my goal. Given my draw power here, I can almost certainly get to this Ominous with the Portal Monk. That is going to be good for me, because I've almost certainly got the Mastery threshold for it. So I win on this turn, actually, is my bet. I think it's actually a reasonably safe bet I win on this turn, unless he has cards in his hand that he hasn't played and can buy the Ominous. He does have cards in his hand. He needs to get Ominous away from me. It will be very bad for him. Nope, he's going for that can I poke a little bit more into him strategy. Alright. So first things first, I need my Mastery and my draw. There's that Portal Monk I was talking about. I don't actually care here because I believe that is game over. Portal Monk, Ominous, Ominous for 30. Nothing else matters. I have some cool stuff, but that is a mastery victory for the first round of the Shards of Infinity World Championship. Boom! Headshot. You heard it. I said nothing. Alrighty, good game, Sonny, as always. Now I will flip the display back over to the computer, and then I will stop having it mirror itself and go report scores. I was just a slow burn at the start of that game, so I knew it was going to come down to either the long-term growth, buying economy, and champion strategy, which is what Sonny went for, or it was going to come down to mastery. And they didn't flip the right cards for him. And I had both the Corvuses, so I could continue to do that mastery rush unimpeded with my champions over and over and over again. And there wasn't a great response to it. He did it well. If I were him, I'd have kept going for the throat towards the end. A couple times he hit both my champions. I didn't count the damage. It's possible he could have got just enough to kill me right at the very end. But yeah. Alright, back to the lobby of Discord. See if there's anything going on in here. And then I should probably stop recording the first round so I can submit that later for people to watch. Hope you enjoyed the first round of the tournament.